Good morning, dear students. Let us continue with the problems. So this problem has a capacitor of 50 microfarads shunted across non-inductive resistance of 100 ohms is connected in series with the resistor of 50 ohms to a 200 volts 50 hertz supply. Find current and the power factor. Okay. So again, as I told you, the circuit diagram will not be given. You need to draw it. So now a capacitor of 50 microfarad is shunted, means it is connected in parallel. Okay, parallel with the non-inductive resistance of 100 ohms. Non-inductive resistance means it has only resistance, no inductance. Okay, now these two are connected in parallel, and this combination is connected in series with the resistor 50 ohms. Okay, and this entire circuit is connected in parallel with the supply. Fine. Now we need to find out what is the current and the power factor. Current in the sense it is a total current. If they don't specify you branch, it means the total current. Okay, so this is a parallel series circuit. Now first write down what is the given parameters. Resistance R1, okay, which is connected in parallel with 50 microfarad. Now this combination again in series with 50 ohms. Supply voltage is 200 volts. Supply frequency 50 hertz. Okay, first find out what is the omega value because we need to find out what is the capacitive reactance. Okay, so capacitive reactance is 1 over omega C. So substitute the values and find out. Okay, now how to find out the impedance of a parallel combination. Okay, so first you find out this R and XC is connected in parallel. Okay, so that in parallel you need to find out. So R into minus JXC because capacitive reactance when you take it always you need to take minus JXC. Okay, so this parallel we are going to, as you have R1 and R2 connected in parallel, how do you find out R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2? Similar way. Okay, R into minus JXC. Okay, R plus minus JXC. Substitute it and find out the total, that is the impedance in the parallel combination. Next, impedance in series is nothing but R2 value, that is 50 ohms, which is given. Okay, now you just add the value of this parallel value of impedance with the this branch, that is 50 ohms. So you get this particular value. So this is the total impedance of the circuit. Now, how to find the current in the circuit? It is nothing but the voltage V divided by Z. Okay, so that is what here in a complex mode, if we divide it, we get the value of current. Now, how to find the power factor of the circuit? Observe the angle of current over here, or you can take angle of Z also. Okay, if you convert this into polar form, okay, you get the angle. So here, if you see, the angle of current is 29.88. So cos of that angle will give you what is the power factor of the circuit. Fine. So this is how you find the power factor. Let us move on to the next problem. So a circuit having a resistance of 20 ohms and inductance of 0.07 Henry is connected in parallel with the series combination of 5 ohm resistor and 60 microfarad capacitor. Calculate total current when the parallel combination is connected across a supply of 230 volts 50 hertz. Fine. So just draw the diagram. Okay, what is given. Then find out what is the inductive reactance, then find out what is capacitive reactance, and then find out what is the current in each branch. Okay, then you add it, so that will give you what is the total current. Okay, so that is one method. Or else you can find the total impedance of the circuit by taking these two. First you find what is ZL, then you find out what is ZC. So ZL into ZC divided by ZL plus ZC, that is parallel combination, will give you what is the total impedance of the circuit ZC. So V divided by that Z will give you the value of total current. Okay, So we just see, proceed with the problem. Okay, supply voltage is given, supply frequency is 50 hertz. Now omega value is there. Okay, we find out with the 50 hertz frequency. Capacitance is given, find out capacitive reactance, and resistance, okay, 50 ohms. So impedance in the first circuit, okay, that is this circuit. This circuit is nothing but, so 50 it is RC minus JXC. So you get this value. Okay, the next, to find out this impedance, first we need to find out inductive reactance. Okay, so by finding inductive reactance, you get the impedance of second branch as RL plus JXL. Okay, you get this value. Now you find the current in the capacitor, that is branch current. Okay, V by Z1. Then you find out what is the current in the inductor. Okay, V by Z2. And then total current is sum of the current in the inductor and the capacitor. Okay, this is one method what I told you. First you find out what is the branch current, then add. Okay, so the next method is, you have to find what is the total impedance, right? Now Z1, Z2 you have found out from the previous method. Okay, now you take Z1 in parallel with Z2. See this branch impedance in parallel with this branch. That is, when you have a two resistance in parallel, similar way. Okay, similar formula you are going to use. Z1, Z2 divided by Z1 plus Z2. Okay, so you get the total impedance. So total current is nothing but voltage divided by the impedance. Okay, so this is another method. You can do it in any way which you feel comfortable. So let us move on to the next problem. So the circuit shown is operating at omega is equal to 50 radians per second. Okay, angular frequency is given. Construct two phasor diagrams, one for 3 voltages and other for 3 currents. Fine. Now they are given you the circuit over here. So this is inductance L 0.02 Henry, resistance is given, and then capacitance value is given, and the current flowing through this inductance is given. Okay, or supply current supplied from the voltage source is given. So now what you need to find out? Okay, so to construct any phasor diagram, we need to find out first what are the branch currents. Okay, when we are drawing the phasor diagram with respect to currents, and then we need to find out what is the voltages across each branch. Okay, for calculating, for drawing the phasor of voltages. So let us proceed with that. The supply frequency omega, okay, value is given. That is angular frequency, what we call. Okay, because it is in radians per second. Capacitance is given. Capacitive reactance you need to find out. Okay, first find out what is the capacitive reactance. Then resistance value is given. Inductance is given. Okay, inductive reactance you find out. Okay, JXL. Fine. So what is the total current given? It is 2 amperes. That is supplied by the source. So if we use current division rule between parallel circuit to calculate the current in the resistor, okay, and capacitor. So current in the resistor is nothing but total current into impedance of the opposite branch divided by sum of the impedances in parallel, right? So now what is the main current I? Okay, I is the main current over here. Then the impedance of the opposite branch, okay, it is minus J2. Then divided by sum of the impedances which are in parallel. Okay, 2 minus J2. You get the value of current in resistor IR. Okay, similarly find out current in IC. Okay, it is nothing but main current into the current in the impedance in the other branch divided by sum of the impedance. You get this value. Or Current in capacitor IC is equal to total current minus current in resistor. Okay, that is what main current minus the current in the other branch can also be found out when you know one branch current. Okay, now those are all the currents we have found out. Okay, now to draw the voltage phasor, we need to find out what is the voltage. So voltage across the inductor is current into XL, right? It is main current only because inductance is in series with the supply. Okay, find out the value. Then voltage across the capacitor is nothing but the current in the capacitor into capacitive reactance. Fine, this value you get. Then voltage across the resistor VR is equal to the current in the resistor into R. Again, you find out, you get this value. Now, draw the phasor diagrams here. If you see the phasor, first you are going to write current as the reference because 2 at an angle 0. Okay, it is in phase with V only. Okay, because you are going to draw the separate phasor diagram, I am not included the supply voltage V. Fine. So only I we have drawn here. Now the current IR has an angle of minus 45 degrees, that is why I drawn below. And the current IC has got plus 45 degrees, that is why it is drawn above. So this is the phasor diagram for currents. Similarly for voltage, okay, if I take this as the reference voltage, okay, then the voltage in the resistor is given as some value at an angle of minus 45, right? So that is, see this 2.828 at an angle of minus 45. So it should come below the reference. Again, see the voltage across the capacitor. It is again plus 45 from the reference. So that is why it is drawn above. Okay. And then what is the inductor value? It is just 2 at an angle 90 degrees. So it is with the reference, it is at an angle of 90 degrees. Okay. So this is how you draw the phasor diagram for voltages. Okay. So with this, we come to an end of the AC parallel circuits. Okay. For any further doubts in problems, okay, you can refer the material which is shared and also my notes. Okay. Thank you.